listening to the 3D Podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Austin here, the podcast director, with another episode of the 3D Music Podcast. I'm sitting here on a one-on-one here with my boy Matthew Swan, our visual engineer. Since we missed him last week, he wasn't here.
Howdy. Great to be here.
So, Swan, how did you become the visual engineer for 3D? How'd that all start?
I will give you the shortened, abbreviated, somewhat condensed story. About a year and a half ago, I dropped out of university because things were not working out.
So, how did college go? How'd that work out for you?
Well, I mean, my college experience was, for the first couple weeks, I managed to make it to all my classes, and it just kind of slowly deteriorated to kind of missing it, to make some events because I was trying to join a fraternity. Yeah, it ended up just not working out, so I ended up dropping out halfway through the second semester of my freshman year, driving. I don't know if I cried. I might have. It was definitely a very memorable drive. Shortly after moving back from college, I got a job at Walmart, and my buddy Ethan had this idea called 3D, a complete revolution of live entertainment. And there are some rough patches. I was alongside, but I wasn't technically a part of yet. How I really became a part of 3D is because I happened to be friends with Ethan Costello. Amazing guy. Met him in advisory class, which is was just his pause hour for lunches during the day in my high school. So, yeah, we just goofed around. Honestly, he worked at a vape store, and I just got into vaping because, high school, 17-year-olds.
That vape life.
Voop life. If you know, you know. But shortly after this, graduated, Ethan wasn't allowed to walk, LOL.
What do you mean?
Well, Ethan wasn't allowed to walk at our graduation because he had some choice comments about students having their children during the rehearsals at school for the walk-on. There was a bunch of crying babies. Ethan had a problem with it. And then if you have a problem with someone's baby, they're going to have a problem with you. La-da-da-da-da-da. He wasn't allowed to walk at our graduation. Not that he cared. He went out for a nice dinner with his family. Didn't have to deal with traffic. Shortly after that, we both went off to college. Failed. Moved back home. I got a job at Walmart. Ethan honestly busted his titties. And honestly gave me the opportunity to become a visual engineer. Something that I'm very passionate about, try to work on as much as I can, and really trying to bring something to the people, give something to the people, because 3D is a total revolution of live entertainment.
So in high school, did you take any classes that kind of gave you that visual engineer type of idea? What made you want to do this?
Well, honestly, nothing to the caliber of working with the programs and softwares that I do now, but to help me kind of learn what it's like to navigate through a computer, I took some intro to computer apps, just making calculators on a phone, programming, and was also in a robotics club, which was honestly a blast. Oh my goodness.
So anything about college? What'd you major in that?
Honestly, college was quick tip, before you go to college, know what you want to do, because I thought to become a conservation agent, I just go straight to a 4-year university and just start criminal justice. And honestly, I had no really drive or anything to figure out anything or ask questions. But do your work. Do work. Put the work in. I wasn't putting the work in college. That's why it didn't work out.
So how'd the visual engineer come about with 3D?
Honestly, I knew Ethan. He had the group, and they needed a visual engineer, and I happened to be there. Filled the shoes, filled the spot, and not looking back.
That's literally what I just do in my job. So Swan, take us a day in the life of 3D. What's good?
So the group gets together every Monday and Friday. And at the moment, I can only make it on Fridays. And so the most average night in the 3D studio is we have Rob and Ethan in the corner working on their music. You got Matthias on the desktop working on his videos. Austin on his laptop editing out all this podcast. And you got me, Matthew Swan, sitting here
Making some crazy visuals.
crazy visuals in the works. Can't wait to share with you. But on top of that, we usually make about 3 pizzas a night. Oh, run to Denny's at least 4 times, They got those shakes.
Low key, we had a little pizza compilation of which pizza is better. What was our
We decided on Tombstone as being the #1 rating supreme champ of frozen pizzas.
gang? So as the visual engineer, how are the projects you're working on going?
Yeah, so as of late, I've just been messing around in Resolume. Just messing with the 3D logo. Trademarked, registered, whatever, we own that shit. So lately I've been working on a promotion for Not Designer's 3rd giveaway in anticipation for the initial launch. Right now, actually, 2nd giveaway is going on. You can find us at Not Designer Official on Instagram. Check it out. For the giveaway, I just added some lights in the camera, got it rigged up, moving, zooming, moving in, all that. Check my own Instagram out at SwagmasterSwan, if you want to see a little behind the scene on my story, maybe.
Swan, if you could give the listeners one piece of advice, what would that be?
You just got to be the change you want to see in this world.
Nice. All right, this is Austin, your podcast director.
Matthew Swan, visual engineer.
3D Music Podcast, and we'll see you next week.